Grand Rising. Good morning. Hey, I said, what's your zodiac sign? Hey, what's your zodiac sign? Hey,
Aries.
Hey, we got Aries and Taurus. Hey, what's up, Gemini? Hey, we got Cancer and Leo. Hey, happy birthday to the Virgos. Hey, happy birthday to the Virgos. Hey, happy birthday to the Virgos. Hey, go Virgo. Happy birthday to the Virgos. Hey, we got Libra. We got Scorpio. Hey, Saggy. Big Saggy. We looking for the Saggies. Hey, we got Capricorn. We got Aquarius. We looking for the Pisces. Hey Pisces. We looking for the Pisces. Hey, what's your zodiac sign? Hey, what's your zodiac sign? Hey, what's your zodiac sign? Hey, we got Pisces and Aquarius. Looking for them Capricorns. Hey, we got Saggy and Scorpio. We looking for them Libras. Hey Libra. We looking for them Libras. Hey, happy birthday to the Virgos. Hey, go Virgo. Happy birthday to the Virgos. Hey, happy birthday to them Virgos. Hey, you can get it, Virgo. Hey, happy birthday to them Virgos. Hey, next is Leo. Hey, go Leo. Hey, go Leo. Hey, Cancer. Hey, and shout out to them Cancers. Hey, you can't forget the Geminis. Hey, go Gemini. And shout out to the Geminis. Hey, we back at the Taurus. Hey, I gotta, hey, and now we back to Aries. Hey, And now we back to Aries. Go Aries. Go Aries. Hey. Shout out to the Aries. Hey. Hey. Shout out to the Aries. Hey. Hey. I said, what's your zodiac sign? Hey. Hey. And what's your zodiac sign? Hey. 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 Pisces. Hey. Hey. Aquarius. Hey. Hey. Maybe a Capricorn. Hey. Hey. Sagittarius and Scorpio. Hey. Go Scorpio. Hey. Go Scorpio. Hey. Hey. We talking about the Scorpios. Hey. Hey. Go Scorpio. Hey. Hey. We got Libra. Hey. And shout out to my Libras. Hey. Hey. A big shout out to my Libras. Hey. Hey. You can't forget the Virgos. Hey. Hey. Happy birthday to them Virgos. Hey. Go Virgo. And shout out to my Virgos. Hey. Hey. Shout out to my Virgos.
Feel it, feeling
Hey.
the Virgos. Hey, tribe.
Good morning. Right? Okay. Look, we made that freestyle up yesterday while we were live. I was like, we're going to run this back. Hey. 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 It's like, everything's okay now. Hey. Hey.
We're going to be honest. I like that.
I hope you guys are doing well this morning. Sending you guys light and love, positive energy. Thank you guys for being in the building. Where you guys at? Where you guys from? What's up? What we got in the building this morning? Hey, hey. You ever felt like, I don't know, but everything's okay now? Hey, 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 hey. And everything's okay now. Hey, hey. We had to get it together. Hey, hey. Hey. We're relying on faith now. Hey. Let's say that one more time. We're relying on faith now. Hey. Hey. We don't believe everything that we see. Hey. Hey. We don't forget but forgive now. Hey. 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 We don't forget but forgive now. Hey. You gotta forgive. That don't mean you gotta forget, right? Hey. Right? You show love and gratitude. Hey, and everything is okay now. Hey, somebody needs to know, right? Whatever storm you're going through, hey, everything is okay now. Hey, hey, we had to get it together. Hey, we're relying on faith now. Hey, hey, we don't believe everything that we see. Hey, hey, and life's your own little playground. Hey, hey, down the slide and back to your feet. Hey, let's go. Hey, we don't fall for the tricks now. Hey, hey. Don't fall for the tricks now. Hey, and that's how we changing history. Hey, that's how we changing history. Hey. Every day we gotta pray now. Hey. Cause we're relying on faith now. Hey. And everything is okay now. Hey. 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 Hey.
Hey, Trot.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, try to give you guys some positive energy, right? It's Thursday. Hope you guys are, feeling well. What's up, Venom?
That's right. We don't forget but forgive now.
You know?
Ooh.
Good morning. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Hey,
Break the cold up
everyone.
in my chest.
Yeah, we were trying to get this little phlegm or whatever it is out of us. We gonna just keep showing up.
There's just a little bit left.
Like, we getting it out of there.
A little bit left in there. Moving it around.
Keep showing up, though. Right?
So, how's everyone doing? I pray everyone is in good spirits. We got the girls out here with us.
We got the girls.
We got my mom, Diane, and her grandmom.
Monica.
Okay, right? And then we got Slime.
Oh, yeah. And we got Sister. Sister is a perfect energy reader. She reads energy very well, okay?
Yeah.
So,
Sister been around now for a while, too.
I don't know. Some of you guys might have been around and you may have met Sister, but she is a very good energy reader.
She know everything going around.
She sits in the background and, she collects a lot of energy. So you'll notice she absorbs energy, okay?
And this is Slime.
Slime.
He moves around, like, in the dark.
Yes.
He's a shadow reader.
Yeah, he got, like, his little
See,
shadow
Slime,
self.
he go in there and, he can see all in the shadows of things. Slime.
Yeah.
Slime been with us now for quite some time too. Slime been through a lot.
We got Archangel Michael as well. Okay.
Brought him out this morning.
It's crazy. This piece actually came from one of our tribe members that we met on the road while we were traveling. And it was a piece that she had given me, and I recreated it, and I like to keep it close to us. So,
hey.
If you are here, sister, I still have this piece that you gave me.
Yes,
Thank you.
We was on the other side.
We were in Illinois when we met her.
Yeah, that's what Chicago, right?
Yeah. So, good morning. Yes, sister. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
absolutely. That's sister. Yes, that's her. Okay.
That's sister right
That's
there.
sister. Okay, she is.
She
been around for a while. She actually has been around almost since we started.
She gotta stay fried because she just sees too much.
Yeah, she sees a lot of stuff.
She always fried, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's just how she wanna be. I don't know how else to explain it, but
yeah, so.
Nevertheless, we still value her information because she is definitely a very good energy reader.
Yeah, sister be saying in the cut.
Okay. Sometimes it makes her eyes bleed.
She be saying in the cut too much.
Okay.
That's why her and Slime get along real good.
Yes, that's why her eyes are red. Yes, her eyes are red because she takes in too much energy.
Yeah, she see too much.
Like when the spell word come in, she be like, sister back there, like, what? you've been around too long. Okay. What's up, y'all, this morning? Ooh, I like this. Okay. Major changes here. I think he got some downloads. It's probably going to go right with that. Don't it?
I'm always on top of it.
Something tells me.
I'm always going to be on top of it, y'all. You know, like, okay, so download number one. First of all, I want to say good morning, Grand Rising. You know, I love y'all, first of all. We do. We love y'all, like, you know, and we love ourselves. So that enables us to love y'all, right? So with love, these downloads, I'm going to get to them, right? All right. So the first download is that I feel it came directly from a very sincere place, right? And it says, taking certain blessings for granted, right? So, like, I mean, I do see a lot of that. Like, I mean, in my own life, when I look in my own life, if I be honest with myself, I have a tendency sometimes to seriously take things for granted. And a lot of it comes with, like, pride and ego a lot of times. Like, and if you're a person who's strong and steady, you can't say you don't deal with pride and ego. Like, if you say that, you're being dishonest, right? So I feel like, aside from the pride and ego, how many blessings do you take for granted? I ask myself that. So I'm putting it out there because that could be the problem. Sometimes when we don't show appreciation for what we got, it's hard for God or the divine to build on top of anything because you're not showing a level of responsibility or gratitude, you know. So just a reminder to look at your life and the things that you may be taking for granted. Spend more time focused on them because that could be honestly what's gonna get somebody to the next level. I feel it's like maybe God is like waiting on you to appreciate what you have. Maybe you fit for so much more, but all right. So next thing, be sure you are not letting your traumas tip the balance in your discernment. The traumas that we go through, right? Don't let them distort your discernment. The traumas that we went through, all of the things that we even continue to go through, right? If you allow it to, it can cause you to have, like, instead of a discernment, you'll have a very biased opinion about life. And it's not gonna suit us if we have that. Like, we need to really have a healthy flow of humility, I would say, so that we not, instead of leaning toward discernment, we leaning towards what's suitable. Like, that's not necessarily discernment. Discernment is sometimes being able to look at a thing that's not good for you or whatever, and literally just take heed to it not being good for you, instead of saying, well, I'm gonna make a reason in my mind why this is good for me. That's what I'm saying. Like, that it goes along with traumas. Like, I feel we go through things in life and we begin to kind of like, we develop a certain bias in our discernment. It's as simple as, oh, I don't like that person, so I don't want to hear what they gotta say. A lack of discernment could lead you away from understanding that God may be putting a word in that person's mouth. You see how traumas can hurt your discernment? You might not want to hear from a person that God put in your life, right, because of past trauma. Like, you might literally be missing something in that, all right? All right, now, allowing your new beginning to be arrested by procrastination, break loose of self-imposed prisons, all right? So, and that's the last one, like, because it's just a reminder, right? Allowing your new beginning to be arrested behind procrastination, right? Like, that's like God giving you a new start in life, or giving you, the liberty to advance. And maybe, I ain't gonna say, because I'm saying somebody that you could easily bite off more than you can chew in that kind of energy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like when God give you that kind of liberty, you could either do that, or in the other sense, you could be procrastinating, and that will come and arrest your new beginning. It'll become harder.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like procrastination, it can get in there and set into where as though you can miss a whole opportunity, or you can miss a whole season. So the self-imposed prisons also, and I think that's about the fear that I really feel in anybody's energy. And I just want to say that, like, sometimes I wonder if the gods that people put their faith in, I wonder if the gods that people pray to, I wonder if people understand that a lot of these gods, they really don't like fear. Like, you know, it's like you have a fear which arrests you in your own place, right? And sometimes I think people want God to free you from a fear, but God can't free you from a fear, like, because a fear is forced from you. It's not a real thing. It's a fear is an illusion. So it's like what you fear, it becomes a self-imposed prison. Like you can't get beyond what you fear.
What is the acronym? False expectations appearing real?
False expectations
like
appearing real. Fear, good acronym, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like somebody need to just break loose of the fear. And I just be writing down things that come to me energetically. Like these things, they just come to me and I write them down, right? So I know that's how a lot of them is. It's not that I don't really, it's not that I'm specifically picking anything to write. I just write down what comes to my mind. I feel it as if you would feel it. Like whoever needs to hear it, I feel that, you know what I'm saying? I feel that, we feel that, we both do, we go through it. So if it resonated, good stuff. If not, at some point it will.
Okay. At some point there'll be a message for you. Ooh. Someone jump out. Ooh, okay. It's crazy. That's the 7 of Cups. It's in the reverse. Somebody's like, I refuse to be confused.
Definitely big clarity.
Okay.
Big clarity.
Somebody's living in their reality, you know? You could have been feeling like, sometimes we live, it's like, we pretend we're living one way, but we're not really living that way in our mind. Like, I'm trying to think of how, I can really get this out, express this. But I feel like with the 7 of Cups here in the reverse, someone went from living in a fantasy world to a reality. Like someone, maybe you could have, like I lived in a fantasy world one time where, I thought certain things would work a certain way. And I just, it was fantasy because in my spirit, I knew that it wasn't going to work, right? But it was just a fantasy, like, okay, I don't know, something like that. But I feel like now you're living in reality here because we got major change. Okay, 1122 is very significant here. We got a major change coming out for you. Okay, advice, comfort, major change, individuality, and independence. Okay, I don't know. Someone could have been very codependent at one point, and maybe you're learning to find your independence again.
Even
okay.
On drugs, somebody sober.
Okay. Period.
Somebody sober.
Right. Okay, major change. It says have faith in your skills and talents as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or comforting messages is on the way. Everything will work out in your favor. 1122 could be your birthday. Okay. You could be a Scorpio. I think that Scorpio or is that when Sag starts?
What's that?
1122.
1122.
That could be the last 4 digits of your phone number as well. Scorpio.
I think so.
I think so too.
I think Sag started 23rd.
Something like that. Okay. Yeah, because, yep. Yep. I don't know. There's something about a major change here of events because you decided to see a situation properly, clearly,
You heard
to
me.
see something through.
Mm.
You know how sometimes, like, you know something is going on, but, like, you refuse to look at it? Like, you're not doing that anymore. You did that long enough. So whatever situation, there's a major change here for someone because they decided to, like, see things for what they are. That's what it is. Like, someone's seeing things for exactly what they are. Like, you know, you're not living in la la land. It's not, you know, you're not delusional. You are accepting whatever it is for what it is, and it's bringing a major change here for you. Yeah, and balance. Okay? It says balance. I find balance between each sphere of my life. I am the master of my daily life. I make time to nourish the spiritual and the physical. I bring love to my world by fulfilling the needs of my body and my soul.
Word.
Okay? You know, that means divine balance. Not, you know, it's not choosing one over the other. It says my body and my soul. You know, someone's fulfilling the needs of their body and their soul. You know, it's crazy. You know, we're gonna leave that one alone. Okay. But anyway, balance, right? We got major change here and balance. Okay. Something's balancing out because you're willing to change here.
Hmm. Um, well, a morning of alignment. I mean, because I'm getting kind of like the same kind of energy actually. Like I got the Ten of Wands in reverse. That's definitely establishing a certain amount of balance. Like the Ten of Wands in reverse to the communication Ace of Swords, right? So I'm feeling like somebody you definitely turned something around. When I see the Ten of Wands in reverse, honestly, I really feel like somebody has freed themselves of a certain type of addiction or addictive personality, or a person. A person can very much be like an addiction. Ten of Wands in reverse is like really turning around, like yeah, releasing a burden. Ace of Swords, mental clarity, open-mindedness. Look at this. Open-mindedness is clarifying the Ace of Swords off the Ten of Wands. And communication. This shows me right here, when I see communication to the Ten of Wands in reverse, I'm just going to say it, prayer warrior, right? And whichever way you lay down your prayer work, this is the work of a prayer warrior, right? Because in order for you to turn the Ten of Wands in reverse, you need spiritual help. You know, them type of things, you can't just wake up at one morning in your own power and be like, I'm gonna turn ten of Wands in reverse. It's hard to do that. Like if people could do that, the world would be a much better place. But the fact remains is that Ten of Wands energy is very heavy, right? And you need spirit to move it. So when it's in reverse to the Ace of Swords, I feel like communication, open-mindedness. I see a ascent into a form of spirituality of some sort. I see a reliance upon spirit with this Ten of Wands in reverse to the communication. Somebody, maybe you came to a point where you realized you definitely needed assistance on a spiritual level. Like you began to open your eyes like, okay, I know I'm tough. I know I can take a lot, right? Particularly masculine energy or woman in the masculine, because they are the hardest. The masculine energy is the hardest energy to crack. You know why? Because masculine energy, not men, masculine energy was known as vicegerency. Like the masculine was given the title of the vicegerent, which is like a very hard energy to crack. Like because for one, it's hard for the masculine to find surrender to a greater authority, right? That's why when the masculine get put in a place where it gotta find humility before God, right? That puts the Ten of Wands in reverse. That's like I said, it could be a man realizing like, yo, I've been running my whole life under my strength and power, and I need authority, spiritual. Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles to the transformation. See, that's somebody working on themselves. Queen of Pentacles is a worker. Could be an earth sign energy. But the Queen of Pentacles that's the one that's going to work on themselves. That's the one that's going, earth sign energy. Transformation to the Queen of Pentacles is a person that's definitely working on themselves. I'm going to read the footnote. I'm going to step out. You will be shedding old skin, emotions, and transformation, and transforming them into something bigger and better. Change is in the wind. I love that card. I love that phrase. Like, change is in the wind, and you are at the center of it all as a catalyst. To smoothen the process, make sure that your intentions are clear and that you move forward with hope, right? So, good energy. Spiritual warrior kind of energy. Masculine kind of energy.
So the energy I got over here is the Knight of Swords coming out, and then we got 0550. Okay, friendship. So automatically I was like, okay, I get it, right? So I feel like with the with the Knight of Swords coming out, you could be jumping into situations trying to help people, hostile situations where you could be not really thinking these situations all the way through, trying to defend friendships or something like that, but maybe not really understanding the whole story or, what's going on, something like that. Sometimes people like to bait us into situations that we really don't understand what's going on or the backstory or whatever like that. So I feel like, with the Knight of Swords here, you could be needing to be careful with that. Okay, Aquarius energy, we got Mars here, and then we got 0550. Okay, number 10 could be significant. We got friendship, success, knowledge, friendship, impatience, freedom, and optimism. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. Whether in your professional or personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in chance and take risks on opportunities that could change your life for better. So I don't know if you could, like I said, be having still some relationships that risk, who you are and what you're working for. Something like that. That's what I feel. I feel like, you could be such a passionate person, that you put yourself in the line of fire. That's what we do. Like, we're spiritual warriors, so we go to, the front line in defense, right? And I feel like, I don't know, it's very important right now to maybe, not saying back down, but maybe make sure that, we know the backstory. We know exactly what's going on. We have all of the information because, the Knight of Swords can be a little bit, I would say he could be a little bit premature in his decision making. He comes in, he's ready to go. Don't get it twisted. He's trained to go. He's a baby air sign, right? But at the same time, he's ready to go and may not necessarily have his shield on.
Premature.
He comes in with the sword and he has his shield off so the enemy can attack his face, or he comes in and he's coming against the grain, so it makes the journey harder. So something like that. And then we got inner beauty. Last but not least, I open the eyes of my heart and direct my gaze to the light within every being. Personality and physical appearance are the image of man. Beauty and goodness are the image of God. So inner beauty, okay? I don't know, remembering your inner beauty, like, that is way more important than any makeup or shape up that we can get, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
What?
Inner beauty, knowing that if you treat a person like crap, it doesn't matter how attractive you are physically on the outside, it doesn't make you attractive.
You know what?
Right?
It's crazy that you were saying inner beauty, because you know how I look at inner beauty?
How?
When I see inner beauty, I almost have to see somebody in their natural state. Because when I see things that's like made up or added to, I automatically, I'm looking for the beauty behind that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I'm looking like.
Well, I think that's just a thing that we do naturally. From instinct. We I don't know. I think it's just.
I'm hearing one of these older guys I used to be around. he used to say that Mac makeup is the devil, right? But I was just saying because it used
That
to.
it's not necessarily that, you know.
No, I don't. It wasn't like, but
I
I
know.
think just like inner beauty, like you know, when you speak of inner beauty, me myself, like when I'm looking to see inner beauty, I always get
Beyond
a better
the
sight.
surface.
Yeah, I get a better sight when I'm looking at somebody who.
Well, you know, in order to see inner beauty, you have to look beyond the surface. So that makes sense. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's gonna be deeper than the surface level, right? Inner beauty is trying to see. I'm trying to see beyond, you know, all of this that
Yeah.
you know everyone can see, and I'm trying to see something a little bit deeper. So it would only make sense that you know you would prefer, you know, what you're looking for is deeper than what the natural eye is going to look for, right?
Always been like that.
Right. Okay.
So we got this arcana. Here's the Empress. This card shows up every morning almost.
Okay.
To the point I just laugh when it
Somebody
fall out.
working on himself now.
The Empress
You
is
be
coming out.
showing up.
So now this is a little funny when I got this because the Empress is running the 3-card spread. It's the major arcana. So the Page of Cups in reverse falls on the Empress and it's to the good news. So I immediately said, okay, so this is the Empress in the light of emotional distress at good news, right? And it kind of feels like this. It's like, say you're a person and you know you mean well, but sometimes good news doesn't always make, you know, like, because sometimes it's like, you know, it's like, for instance, let's just say this, like, I'm just grasping at straws trying to explain it. But for instance, say this, say a person done me wrong, right? And you know, I've been living upright, and I've been doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And then all of a sudden, I hear somebody come and say, "Well, you know, this person got all of these good things, and well, fortune has happened to him." I would like to say that I feel like, okay, yeah, you know, but in reality, in my heart, sometimes I would feel like, man, they still ain't get what they deserve. Like, what, you know, like it's like it's emotional immaturity in the right to the Empress, right? And I think it's basically, I feel like Spirit is saying, keep it even keel about good news when it comes in, you know. And of course, it says independence, justifying this Empress. So
It's so crazy.
that's a strong energy. Like,
I'm here.
you know,
There was this. I did you wrong. You did me wrong.
yeah.
I take you back. You take me back. I did you wrong.
You know, I feel like
I
somebody
just heard it so clear in my head.
somebody is like, maybe you just hard about people who done you wrong. Like, everybody ain't easy with that kind of thing. Like, you know, so I feel like, yeah, disappointment, frustration. Right? So, you know, but other than that, the Empress is being justified by independence. So that's somebody who, you know, you come into your own right. You know, God, what they say, God bless the child who has their own, right? So, 5 of Wands in reverse to the transition, you definitely transmuting negative energy. That's,
Somebody, I see like somebody magical.
I also see a certain amount of avoidance right here too. Maybe you learn how to deal with fights better. 5 of Wands in reverse to the transition. I'm saying a person who you used to like to collide with things head on. Empress energy. Maybe you like to fight. I don't know. But I see you transition out of that energy with the 5 of Wands in reverse.
Hey, yo, we know.
You learn how to avoid it.
We ducking and bucking and ready to hop on us.
So overall, it's a strong Empress energy. But you know, you probably gotta get out your emotions the wrong way about this. You know, people who offended you. Like, we all go through it. Like, you know.
We don't forget, but forgive now.
Yeah, that's right.
We don't forget, but forgive now. Okay? Alright? Sometimes we gotta, Look, we got the Ace of Pentacles here. So regardless to whatever is going on a serious note, I just like to be happy and have fun, right? And keep things light, right? But on the serious note, we got the Ace of Pentacles here. You could be getting an increase in, a raise at work. Maybe your business is flourishing a little bit more. Maybe someone is gaining some kind of property from some kind of inheritance. It indicates that things are looking better. Your future is looking better no matter what. And it's only because the commitment. Someone has been committed to the commitment. 7777. We got quad 7 showing up for you this morning with commitment, okay? Your commitment to whatever you're doing here, your dedication to your work, your dedication to, just living and not worrying, to getting up every day and just looking forward to living that day, not really worried about what happened to you yesterday, not necessarily worried about what's going to happen around the corner, but just living in the moment. Someone's committed to that here. Someone's committed to keeping their mind stable, right? By thinking high vibrational thoughts. We got wealth, empathy, promises, commitment, affection, and outcomes. Okay? You will enter a time of expansion. So begin to take steps towards achieving your ultimate objective immediately. Okay? Finances will miraculously improve. Oh, and somebody has their mind set on you. Okay? Hello? Someone could be really wanting to commit to you. Something like that. Maybe, I did you wrong. You did me wrong. I take you back. Whatever it is for you in your life, this could be a family member, a friend, a loved one. But there's someone that is willing to be committed to something here. Okay? Maybe even yourself, right? You could be doing like a regimen. I'm seeing someone and you have a new daily routine. Maybe you understand that not being on a schedule, you don't get much done. But when you find yourself on a schedule, you're more productive. So, something like that. Because we got self-love showing up for you. Okay? So someone's getting something done because they love themselves. I feel like you could have been very I'm feeling a very codependent energy. Like at one point, at some point, you could have been very codependent on people, their opinion, them coming to get you, their vehicle, whatever it is. Like someone has found self-love and independence. I attend to my needs by listening to my heart. My inner essence lets me know what is good for me. I respect my limits. I answer the request of my body and my soul. Thus, I learn to love myself.
Self-love.
Okay, we got self-love, commitment. Someone's committed to loving themselves, Even if you gain a couple pounds, you lose a couple pounds, you lose a few friends, you gain a few friends, your hair gets longer, it gets shorter, you go bald, right? You age, whatever it is, someone's committed to self-love here. Kudos to you.
I'm definitely seeing the committed energy. And the way this came out, I'm going to read it. I got the Queen of Cups to the endurance. That's commitment. Queen of Cups to the endurance is definitely a committed feminine, right? Committed feminine energy. The most committed queen, the most committal queen would be the Queen of Cups. So in the endurance, it shows somebody that's not necessarily willing to give up on what you committed to. But this is what I want to show you though, because this came through, right? I'm a medium, so I read like one.
Real talk. Ooh.
The Magician in reverse to the Nine of Wands in reverse, right? This magician is a control freak, right? It's being justified by control. The Nine of Wands in reverse in my readings is always, it sends a spell work alarm to my brain. If you ever been with me, every time I read and the Nine of Wands comes out in reverse, because the Nine of Wands is a person that will take a shortcut. In reverse is a person that will take those kind of shortcuts. So when I see the Magician in reverse to the Nine of Wands in reverse, right? And I see the Queen of Cups to the endurance, right? And then you got lightness falling at the same time. I feel like, to be honest, just looking into it, you shouldn't make light of what you committed to on a spiritual level, because this could be what's protecting you, and somebody being protected from a magician in reverse
Come on.
to a nine of wands in reverse. That's a person that dabbles in spell work. They dabble in probably black magic, probably dark witchcraft,
Wordcraft.
probably all kinds of craft that can work against you, like where and it's out here, magician in reverse to the control. This is a person that probably like to manipulate the energies, and maybe you don't realize it, right? Because I've been noticing the smoke screen that been coming up, and people send a general energy, or they send an influx of people. Specifically, if you're a person with a real gift, you might see a lot of people operating falsely in your gift, and they might have the numbers, right? But the reason why they do that is because they want you to let go of your spiritual obligation. This is why it seems like you could be overwhelmed, like, you know, you like, I know God gave me a gift, but it's so many people that got that's a false, it's a false narrative. The Queen of Cups to the endurance stands up against a magician in reverse to the Nine of Wands in reverse. That's a commitment. That's an authority that guards your life. So on a spiritual level, right? Whatever you pray to, whatever you believe in, because there's many different things. Lightness, right? I feel like don't take it for granted. Like, understand that on a spiritual level, those commitments, that's what keeps you safe. Like, people want to put away their spiritual tools. They want to give up on the faith. They want to give up on what has sustained them. All of those things. Like, everybody got their own individual concepts of God. So it's time for you to run toward whatever your concept of your, whatever protects you on a spiritual level. Because that's what's keeping you. Especially if I got a magician out here in reverse to the Nine of Wands in reverse, I'm going to need some type of spiritual protection with me at all times. Because that's a person that's out here willing to do any old thing to you. Try to get your belongings, your clothing items, your blood, your bodily fluids, all of that. You got to watch all of that stuff. With a magician in reverse to the Nine of Wands in reverse, that's like a warlock. No spirits say no cat.
Okay. I got a strong divine masculine over here. I'm talking about very strong. I wonder if you feel as strong as you really are divine masculine. I got Aries energy coming over here with the King of Wands. You could be a King of Wands in my energy, a very divine masculine kind of energy. This is a man. This is a man of action. This is a man that if he's not taking action, you need to be taking action, divine masculine. Something like that. You are the leader of whatever you want to develop in your life. Okay, this could be a reminder for someone here. You know, the King of Wands is like, a very powerful energy. He is the one that is determined. He is the one that when action is happening, he's going to step up to the action. He's not going to back down. This is a very like honest, conscious kind of energy. Some people might even say like, this energy is like an arrogant, holy attitude, right? Something like that.
Big fire.
Okay, right? We got Aries in the sun showing up here, but we also got honesty. So there's like a man and he's honest. 111 showing up for you. Okay, there's a divine masculine that's actually honest. I don't know if you could be a person that feels like, oh, all men are the same. I'm just saying, someone's actually honest here. Someone could be looking past someone who is honest, right? Someone does have life goals, missions, sense of self, honesty, important projects. It's time. It's that time of intense self-development. Focus your mind on your craft. You already have what it takes to succeed, but practice makes you a master. It also serves to find your true purpose. Leveling up in your career or business is a priority right now. So there could be a man, and I don't know if you are thinking about starting a business, Divine Masculine, if you already own your own business or whatever it is. Spirit is saying, it's time to level up here in some kind of way. Okay? You could already have a business, and maybe it's time to go to the next level. I'm hearing next level. Because something about you learning to love yourself, even as a man, right? Because I remember, when my brother was growing up, people used to say you shouldn't cry because you're a boy. And I always thought that, boys should express themselves. Otherwise, they become angry men. And I love a man with emotions. I love a man that is very masculine and can tap into his emotions, because he can relate to me better. He can, understand when I'm going through my little feminine emotions and things like that. So something about that. Okay? We got learning to love myself. I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and my potential. I transform my weaknesses into strengths. I realize that I am a being of light, and I allow myself to shine. This one was for you, Divine Masculine. I really do believe so. With the King of Wands here. Okay? There's a man, and I feel like, maybe you just need more action. Maybe you could be trying to live like a legal life. Because that's what I'm saying. You know how sometimes if you come from a street life and you now want to live like a legal life, it can be like, it can be a challenge, right?
Yeah.
But what I learned in life is that if you got to hustle, you got to hustle in you, period. Like,
Yeah.
any hustler, you're gonna be able to hustle whatever.
Yeah.
If you could do it illegal, you could do it legally, right? So this is encouragement for someone. This is a man that has a plan. Maybe he needs encouragement. Maybe he needs motivation. Maybe he needs somebody to see, something. I don't know. But Divine Masculine, you be needing to see this in yourself, because it's here. 111 is showing up for you. Be honest when you need help. Be honest when someone makes you feel good. Be honest when someone doesn't make you feel good. Honesty showing up. Authenticity.
Yeah, that's real. That was real tough how you laid that out, because I feel that I remember when we first started what we was doing, we was making changes and we was moving in different directions. And I remember Zay told me one time, he was like, hey, keep the grind, right? And he was such a kid when he said it, right? But I understood what he was saying, and my brother, he used to say that too.
Keep the grind.
Like, when my brother made a transition from, like you said, to the streets to like more of a corporate life, he was like, I'm still the same old hustler. So I used to see him do things on the legal tip at that time. I was much younger, and I realized that about us all. Like, you still keep your hustle, you keep your mentality, because that brings it in for you. But God blesses that about you. It's almost like, it's like having the same hustle with a different type of substance, like. Yeah, some people, they do that. The Four Cups in reverse to the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, patience. And that's what I see. I love that. Yo, the Four Cups in reverse to the Knight of Pentacles in reverse.
That's a whole lot of patience.
This is a person that is like so aware of everything and just so patient about it. Like, you can't get a person to the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, Four Cups in reverse, patience, mystery. Whoever you are a person, you can't be moved. You understand the dynamic of the chessboard, which is this right here. Four Cups in reverse is mental. Look, I'm not naive. I understand everything that's going on. I'm sharp as a tack. Knight of Pentacles in reverse says I have my emotions under control. I'm not going to react. It's called self-discipline, right? Somebody has that. And it's bringing you into Nine of Cups, abundance. That self-value that she was talking about.
Come on.
The most abundant Nine of Cups that you ever going to experience is the one when you come into the realization of yourself and your purpose.
You feel fulfilled.
That's Nine of Cups to the, not when you get a bunch of money, not when you get the new things in life that make you know that minute when you come into the knowledge of who you are and your purpose,
That
9 of
emotional
cups to the
fulfillment.
abundance, right? And I see somebody, you coming into that. That's good. This is strong energy. Like this, like a chess player. Like this, like a chess not checkers play. Four cups in reverse to the Knight of Pentacles in reverse? That's literally like sitting back, like I'm hearing that Drake song. That time when Drake was like, has anybody ever told you that your disguise is the most ridiculous get-up? Like, whereas though it's like a person is now a performance to you. Because you can see the board so clearly that it's like, okay, here they go. Get to it. So remain in that energy, right? That energy brings you into the preservation of yourself and all of that. Why? Because I don't even gotta react. Why? Because I know what's going on. I know it from start to finish and then back again. And see, when you like that, you dangerous.
Yeah.
So always be mindful, you dangerous. And my masculines, more or less my masculines, when you dangerous like this, people will use a cheat code on you. So guard your life in this kind of energy. My masculines, don't, I was always taught, don't show everybody what you got, right? The less people think you have, the better off you are, right? And that's real for my masculines, because when you real studious and people can't draw you out into a certain activity, oftentimes they'll seek to harm you in other ways, right? So, yeah.
I got the 4 of Swords over here, Libra, Jupiter, 18, 18, and Faith, okay? So I feel like there's a period of rest needed for someone, okay? I don't know if you're ripping and running back and forth, but there's some rest needed here, okay? You could also be needing some space, It's not that anything is wrong. It's not that things are not working, but sometimes you have to find your own independence, even in relationships, right?
Wow.
If you can't find your own independence, it sometimes makes you feel frustrated and angry, a sense of lack, you may begin to accuse and just do different things. So sometimes it's very important to find your independence here, balance with the Libra energy. Okay? Right? There could be a time needed, this could be a time where, we need to slow down and reflect and pay attention to what lessons have we really learned in life, right? And what, the lessons that we learned, like, if we were to come in face to face with these issues and challenges again, are we ready? Are we prepared? Do we know how to deal with certain things? Because we got 18 structures here, okay? Spirit guides, progress, justice, structures, systems, processes, conditioning, and rules. Okay? Yeah, someone's being conditioned here by the Most High. Okay? You're being conditioned. You could be getting a lot of dreams in your downloads with the 4 of Swords here. You could be finding yourself really connecting during your rest, your sleep state. You could be a little bit more tired now from all of the downloads that you're receiving. You could be feeling like you're drained of your energy. There could be someone wanting to stay home a little bit more. Someone's not following rules here, okay? Someone's trying to bend some rules here. Someone's spirit guides are on someone's head, okay? I see someone's spirit guides on someone's head here, okay? Like, and it's not in a bad way. It's like, you're on track because they stay on top of you. They're on you. They have their foot on your neck, like, spirit guide showing up. It says, you are on the right track. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to try your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Be sure that everything will fall into place. Okay? Something about that 1818. Right? This could be an ancestor from 1818. I don't know. Okay? Something like that. 1818 is very significant here. Something about the structures, the foundations, the walls. Something sturdy here. We got Faith.
I'm getting them pictures
of
them old.
Yeah.
Like older. Them old stone walls.
Like I see something very ancient.
Like like them walls, like on them castles.
Okay,
like, you know, them
right.
big
Royalty,
stone.
ancient.
Yeah, like them
Yeah.
gray stones, right?
Okay.
Mhm.
Huh. I am confident I will achieve my goals. I live in the present and have faith in the future. I firmly believe in my value within the universe, right? And I like this. You know, to be honest with you, I feel like the only way you can truly feel these kind of energies is to truly practice what you preach, you know, to truly live a way where, you know, you are really out here trying to heal and not harm, right? And I feel like someone's doing this, and your faith could be really carrying you places. You could be resting in your faith, okay? Someone's like literally resting in their faith. You know, someone's like, you're right. I don't have to keep worrying, you know, because when I worry, it didn't get me anywhere last time, and it's not going to get me anywhere this time. So I'm resting in my faith. 1818.
Mm. So this over here is for a masculine, right? This is a fire sign masculine, right? And this is this 3 major arcanas. So it's serious, right? It's pretty definite about who's the star in this reading. All right. First of all, your chariot is in reverse, right? Lack of productivity, right? This is an emperor in reverse. But the chariot is in reverse due to lack of productivity, hinged upon self-discipline, lack of direction, lack of control, over-aggression, arrogance, and carelessness, right? So I'm picking up on a masculine, very powerful masculine energy, very unaware of themselves, right? This is why there's a lack of productivity, because this particular energy is a lot of aggression, and it's a lack of control in this emperor's energy, right? And this particular emperor is not realizing that until you become productive and you turn that energy around, it's gonna keep you at a place where the chariot is in reverse. That right there is imbalance. All right, it's like continuous imbalance. The chariot is it could be getting to a place where you almost about to make it and giving up, right? The chariot in reverse could be losing a battle with something that you've been fighting with on a continuous basis, because there's no productivity as far as finding balance in this energy. For a masculine, emperor in reverse, being clarified by adaptability. This particular masculine, domineering, controlling, lack of discipline, rigid, stubborn, tyrant, recklessness, right? This is a misuse of power. From a powerful emperor, this is an emperor, fire sign, Sag, Leo, Aries, right? Adaptability. When you fail to adapt to the environment, right? What you do is you become a thing of the past in the environment. You understand me, masculine? When you fail to adapt, you become a thing of the past, right? So adaptability is important, particularly when you got an emperor energy. The emperor is able to relate to all ages if he tap in. It doesn't matter about age when the emperor taps in. The only time age becomes a factor with the emperor is when he tap out of it. And you can't adapt. You adapt. See, the emperor knows the room. Mm-hmm. So if the emperor is not adapting, that means that, and essentially the emperor is stepping out of what the emperor would be, which puts you in reversal. And domineering, right? You can't fight over ground that's not yours. Period. Point blank. As an emperor, you can't fight over territory that doesn't belong to you, because that's what domineering is on the negative aspect. It's kind of like, because it says domineering and a tyrant, right? Recklessness. And I do have to say this, right? This is a masculine energy I'm speaking to. One thing about divine feminine and divine masculine, right? Because I'm saying the divine masculine. One thing about divine feminine, they got an innate system of navigation in them, right? So the minute that the masculine become tyrannical or domineering, divine feminine pull away. And now it becomes a fight. It's a dominant because why is it not flowing consistently? Because divine feminine can't help but to move away from. It's just like an inner navigation system that divine feminine got. So when you in the masculine energy and you trying to have balance with divine feminine, being a tyrant or domineering is causing you to lose balance. You're gonna make war, not balance. That's gonna make war every time, right? So even becoming adaptable to that. The best way, divine masculine, I'm gonna be honest, to bring balance, right, to this equation is to learn how to lead yourself. Once you can lead yourself in the right way, divine feminine will fall in line because what she composed of, it'll fall in line.
It's easy to be submissive when you're being led right.
All of that kind of energy. All of that, yeah? All of that, right? And then judgment is in reverse. Being clarified by dog, right? You could be a dog man.
That's my dog, that's my dog, that's my dog.
This dog card says loyalty, right? Also, with the judgment being in reverse, it says self-doubt, inner critic, lack of self-awareness. I said that at the beginning.
Yep.
Lack of self-awareness, self-loathing, punishment, destruction, ignoring the call. So I'm gonna need a masculine out here to turn all of these up right, because everything about you that's wrong is gonna work out for you.
That's right.
If you really turn, you got all the majors out here, but they angled wrong. They in reverse. Self-doubt. Self-doubt do come for my masculines. When we not aware of what we got in us, it's easy to doubt ourselves. I feel like a thorough study of oneself is needed. You need to study yourself and believe in yourself here for a masculine. And a lot of things to turn around. It says, inner critic, lack of self-awareness. See all these weapons you turning on yourself? Look at that. Inner critic, lack of self-awareness. These are weapons. You're weaponizing your own self, right? Maybe due to projections that have been laid upon you by society and your family. And I know how that can be. But you gotta dig beyond that shit.
Right.
Like we all do.
Right.
Like you can't let nobody tell you who you is.
You let me down 10 years ago. Like, okay.
You can't let society tell you who you is. You gotta let God tell you who you is, right? Inner critic, self-loathing, right? That's kind of like hating the past of your family. You know, when we get in that energy, like my father, he ain't do much. My mother ain't do much.
I ain't gonna do much.
I ain't really here to be able to do much either, right? That's self-loathing. That's generational curse energy. We gotta leave that at the door. You gotta find a way to love yourself, right? One thing about one good way to thank you, Spirit, and this coming down the pipe. One way to get rid of self-loathing, right, is to learn how to really just be honest about your level. Be honest. See, we live in a world that teach you to try to always be beyond. You ever notice how somebody that ain't got no money stand on a bus stop with a Gucci belt on? But it's the same old energy when a person get $20 million and then go out and do this. It's the same old energy. It creates self-loathing. Nobody really wants to live on in the level where they at, especially masculines. Don't nobody want to just be like, this is what it is, right? And as long as that's the case, it's going to breed forth self-loathing. Why? Think about it. Thank you, Spirit. Think about this. Think about, High Priest, think about if you had to hide a part of yourself and pretend to be something you was not. The real you would be mad.
Been there.
The real you would be inside mad at you because look, why do we always got to live behind a mask of discomfort.
It doesn't.
right?
It doesn't call for a peaceful or pleasant life. When you have to live like that. So I think it's always best to just be authentically you. And what I had to learn in life is like, when you are just being you, people would love you for you. Like, there are some people that are not gonna like you, and it's cool because sometimes your demon, their demon is just literally irritated by your light, right? Or maybe they just caught you in a bad moment. Maybe you could have been in a demonic moment. Whatever it is, like just just keep pressing forward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like, I could say more, but I'd rather just now say less. Like, masculine, you got the message.
Okay. I got the 8 of Wands over here, and it's coming out in the reverse. Okay. I don't know, somebody feels, I don't know if you feel inadequate, incapable, okay, impatient, whatever it is. Maybe you're used to things. Remember I said earlier, somebody's used to getting things fast, quick, and in a hurry, okay? Because someone loves instant gratification, but the life you live now, it doesn't allow you to enjoy instant gratification. See, God is patient, When we pray for things, God hears us. We don't always get them right away, right? We might not get them at all because maybe what we pray for is not a part of the destiny, the purpose, right? So we get something else. Whatever it is, this energy, is like this could cause someone to lose control here. Not being patient with things, right? How I always say, I feel like when we go on our spiritual journey, when you find that enlightenment within yourself, when you really do start truly loving the smallest flaws about yourself, the biggest flaws about yourself, you want time, it's like you begin to want to rush life. Like, you feel like you lost so much time because you're just now becoming aware or enlightened, and so you want to rush through. But Spirit is saying, God is telling me, like, take your time,
Let God give you back the years you lost.
Right. It's quality over quantity, right? Something like that. Okay? And then we got optimism. 606 is coming out for you, right? So, slow down, be patient, things could be delayed, but it's all love, it's peace, it's hope, it's optimism, transferring responsibility to others, progress and creativity. Pursue your goals and get what you want. It will provide a wonderful benefit for you and the people you hold dear. So it's important that you stay around people that want to motivate you to do good things, because why wouldn't people want to motivate other people to do good things when most of the time it benefits them as well, right? That's what it's saying here. Or if you are a person and you have a star around you, right? Encourage and be there for them. Provide, them with love and gratitude and just, be there for them, because it will benefit you as well, right? Think about the mother or the father who pours into the athlete, the cheerleader or whatever, and then that cheerleader or that athlete becomes somebody, right? Now you've poured everything you have into this, individual. So what happens is it will benefit you later on, because more than likely when you pour into people like that, they want to make sure that you're poured into as well, right? So something like that. Your ability to communicate is improving at this time. So there could be someone that you could be learning how to calm down a little bit, mama. Okay? Right? You could have been very hot-tempered, sir. Right? Very impatient. Especially when Divine Feminine comes to you. Because I'm seeing a man, like, when Divine Feminine comes to you and she is not on her A game, you could be very frustrated, right? But I feel like someone's learning to be a little bit more patient here. Your communication, you're learning how to talk through things. Like, I feel like someone's not always angry all the time. You're learning how to be like, yo, look, this is how I feel. Like, and because you have people around you that do respect you, people could be respecting your feelings. And, you could be finding yourself, having better relationships and communication over time. It will make it easier for you to interact with a broad spectrum of people. Yeah, you're learning how to communicate because God, your plan, your purpose is greater than just your little community. You know, there's something big here, right? So you need to be able to communicate with an array of people. And so you could be really practicing how to communicate better. Something like that. Okay. And then we got guidance. And then I'm ready to eat. I got in times of uncertainty, I ask God to guide me to the light in my being. I am directed to doors that will open inner freedom to me and step forward in trust. I release my faith to God and my faith is rewarded. Hey, my faith is rewarded. Hey, my faith is rewarded. Hey, your faith is rewarded. Hey, our faith is rewarded. Hey. And that was the message. Hey, accept or reject it. Hey, but keep your spirit protected. And don't forget, we elemental beings. Subscribe to our channel. Hey, we come through with the message. Hey, a daily message. Hey, and that was the message. Hey, and we elemental beings. Elemental beings. Hey. 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 I said, what's your zodiac sign? Hey. Hey. What's your zodiac sign? Hey, happy birthday to the Virgos. Hey, and happy birthday to the Virgos. Hey, and what's your zodiac sign? Hey, what's your zodiac sign? Hey, happy birthday to the Virgos. We love you guys so, so much. We hope you guys enjoyed the message. All praise to the Most High God. We hope you enjoy the day. We will see you guys later on this evening. Thank you for joining our live. Thank you for your energy, your love, your spiritual donations. If you would like to contribute to our channel, all of our information is on our page. It does help us create more videos like this one. Hey, and don't forget to type in, hey, what's your zodiac sign? Hey, do y'all think we should do zodiac readings again? I don't think so. What y'all think? Hey, I said, what's your zodiac sign? We love you guys. And we elemental beings.